Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mission Control podcast presented by Apollo Media. I'm your host, Joshua Desma. You can follow me at Apollo_Des. Today, I have my fellow business partner, co-founder of Apollo Media, Joshua Hill. You may know him better as Josh Strohs on Twitter. Josh, launch day is here. It's upon us. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming.
It's been on our calendar for months. And it's here. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? It's exciting, but I want to get your point of view.
Well, the start, I've gotten about 3 hours of sleep this past week. It's just been nonstop. It's one of those things where we have a team of just people who are hungry to make great content. And especially me, I love just making creative things. And as we're getting closer to launch, I just keep having more and more ideas. And then we just keep adding more to the pile of things that need to be done by tomorrow. And it's just a lot to get done. But I'm hoping that we give the people something cool, something that, is different, is creative, not just seen as another thing on Twitter, just something that people can go to and it makes their day better. Kind of the goal.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think the main focus is that this is not some Tumblr. It's not a one-off Word document. It's a legitimate site, a legitimate company with legitimate content creators. I think that is something that we focused on. We focused on building a team around that with the same visions as us, different voices, unique voices, creative voices that gives the user, you guys, something to look at work, in the car, in traffic. Hey, what's happening at Apollo today? So it's exciting. It's I love our name. I love some of the designs, and I think we're gonna have we'll go into it a little bit more, but we have some merch for you guys as well that you guys are gonna like. We've been putting out some merch, and as you can see over the last few months, how that's grown and the quality of content as well. And I think this new line is really exciting.
Yep. We've been working nonstop on it, really, tweaking everything. I hate calling myself an artist. I hate that word. It's fucking terrible. But as an artist or whatever, it's one of those things where it's never finished. You just keep tweaking it, and then, especially when you have a deadline, I'll probably be until noon tomorrow. I'll probably be looking over every design and tweaking every little thing. And then just for, a New York Twitter troll to be like, that sucks. But, we'll see how it comes out.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing, and to pull the curtains back a bit for everyone, is how it comes about, how the sausage is made. And ideas just pop up, and me and Josh, I think everyone's kind of who are you on the phone with? Oh, I'm with Josh. We're talking, we're texting, we're figuring these things out, and I'll be like, hey, I have this idea. How can we do this? Or Josh texts me and is like, hey, what about this design? How does this look? What color should we do? Or what concept? And it's just constantly bouncing ideas off each other. And now that we've created a team as well, and you'll be able to see all the people that have joined Apollo Media throughout the week, and we'll highlight them, spotlight them, but just to get those people involved and get bounce ideas off them, because doing what we did for the last 5 months, that echo chambers, me and you, but now we have more voices and some guys that create and some girls that create a lot of quality content and great ideas. It's good to have those people around to do that.
Yeah, and especially some of those things where right now, it seems like all we're doing is merch, but that's really just because everything we've been working on, we can't release yet. We can't release the different videos and ideas that we've been working on because it's all a part of Apollo, which right now, very few people even know that we're going to be called Apollo. But so it's one of those things, everything's so under wraps, so the only thing we can release is merch. So which is great. People love the merch, but I'm really excited to get back into videos and the season. I'm ready for the season to start. All the memes, all the everything. It's just a blast. But and then, getting into videos. I'm excited to start editing Rocket stuff. Get full into Texans, Roughnecks, all of it. I'm ready to dive in. And we'll have a team that's going to be able to work with us and make cool shit with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing and with launch week and everything here is to keep the user engaged, and I think we found creative ways to do that. You getting back into the trenches of what made you famous, your video content. I'll mention in my blog how this all came about. I'll be launching on day one, but your Family Matters video. That's when I first saw you, and I think at that time you had maybe 30 followers on Twitter, and I
Yeah,
was
you're like a couple.
yeah, and so I was running Flags Fly Forever, and Taylor, who's part of the team, and Colin, who's now at MLB Network, I told him, I texted him. I was trying to find the text and I couldn't find it. But I was like, hey, we have to get this guy. This guy is creative. And I think we were discussing. We're like, okay, let's reach out to him, let's DM him, and then that video went super viral. And next thing you know, I think that was when you were your top views right on YouTube.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the first ones that I put on YouTube, and it was actually like, I mean, it didn't get a lot, but for my standards then, it was a lot. I've been on Twitter since 2009. I've been part of like following Astros people for years since like at least 2013, 2014. But I never really actually tried to create anything. So it was my first one. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try and make this, and then people liked it. So I'll probably be doing another one of those for 2020 here in a little while.
Yeah, I mean, we're not right here without that video. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Um, I think I reached out to you in August of last year to bring you on as a contributor, and I my vision was always doing something like this, creating something um, for the everyday Estonian, everyday sports fan, the people that you have hours to burn at work. Why not one of our Apollo Houston is one of those links that's up there on the desktop. So
Yeah.
to create and to line up myself with creative people was always the ultimate goal, and so lucky that you answered that DM back.
Yeah. I'm excited to get into what we're working on. We've been bringing on some other voices. I don't know if you want to talk about who all is on the team.
Yeah, we can go into that. You wanna jump into that?
Sure. Just so people get an idea of, I'm not trying to make this. Like, I don't want to be the only voice here. I don't want to be the only creator. Like, I don't even like my stuff as much as I'm very surprised people like my stuff as much as they do, because I just think it's a stupid, funny video or whatever, and it does
Yeah,
well. But there's some people that really make some crazy cool shit on Twitter, and they really deserve some more recognition for their talent. And so that's why
100%.
we're trying to bring everybody together, so everybody gets, we can show off Houston's creativity.
Yeah, 100%. I think a lot of people will find out soon, or by the time this drops, it's actually Apollo Media is international. We have a reach in the UK, and that's Astros fan UK at Twitter on his Twitter handle. And George is super creative. He has an article coming up this week as well. And just like that, we're worldwide.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide, college
Yeah,
football.
it's good, and then we have some of the household names that you see every day on Twitter, on Astros Twitter for sure, from Spaceman to Little Bro Taylor, Mr. Bobby himself, David Silva,
Bobby
Chandler,
B.
Pablo, Allen. I mean, the list is it's I don't even know how we got here. I put it in my blog. How do I explain? How do I tell the user? How did we get here when I don't even know how we got here? It's
Yeah.
just one little thing after another just kind of snowballed, and it's been perfect. Even from the Astro scandal coming about, I think we're launching at a perfect time. It's spring
Yeah.
training. It's a new team, a new head coach, a new GM, and the whole fallout after that. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
something.
it's yeah. I when we started working on this, and probably like I joined you Flags Fly Houston, and like late August, early September. But when we started on like building this Apollo in like October, I would have never guessed the next season we'd have a new GM, a new manager, all this going down. Like it's, and as an Astros fan, it's frustrating. It, sucks in some ways. It's kind of motivating in some ways to really show out for your team. But as for us, I mean, to be honest, it's definitely, I guess, helped our launch, but it's definitely not something I would have expected to come.
Yeah, 100%. And I think what our vision was and how we kind of talked about is having Apollo Houston and to be there for the everyday fan. It's right now it's tough. If you get on Twitter right now, go look at the comments under any Astro tweet, any pro Astro tweet. It's
Yep.
it is bad. So it's someone that's fighting for you. It's fighting for the fan, the common fan, the person who goes to one game a year, the person who goes to 100 games a year. It's I think it'd be a sight that we're here for you. We're in the trenches. We understand what you're going through. We're going through it too. It's a different time. You would have told me, going into 2020, we have a World Series, 2 pennants, and we lost an ALCS. You think it's the golden age right now, and
Yep.
it is a golden age of Houston sports. But I mean, you have some scandal going on as well, and it's us against the world, Houston versus everybody. So
Yep.
it's going to be unique to navigate those waters with everyone. Apollo Media is here for you. I think that's, and we have some creative merch for everyone as well.
Yep.
That they'll like coming up through launch week.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is right there. A bad man.
Yeah.
He's the wild card. If he's on, we're back.
Yeah, I love Lance with all my heart. he's gonna be the man this season. I mean, even whether he performs amazing or not, I just think his confidence and his voice in the clubhouse is going to be, and in the media, I think it's going to be really motivating for the Astros fan.
Yeah, I think the big thing is, and we don't have to get in the weeds. We'll talk about the Astros this week on another pod, but playing the game, I would be worried if this team wasn't October veterans. I mean, it'll be their 4th year of October. I mean, essentially 5th year of October. They play at the highest levels, and yeah, every road game's going to be. I mean, for the first month and a half, I think there's going to be a hostile playoff atmosphere, which is, as a competitor, that motivates me. I can see how it gets in their head. It could get in their head. That just means Minute Maid Park has to be.
Yep, we got to show up.
More rocking, more juice, more electricity, and I think they will. I think we'll show up and do that. And
oh yeah, Houston's gonna show up.
I just think that first few months, you just kind of ride that wave. It's gonna be fun. I think every game's gonna be must-watch baseball. I mean, I try to watch every single game. I probably miss a few innings here and there, but every at bat, every situation, every strikeout, every home run is gonna be must-watch TV.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then that's and then we're gonna be getting into Rockets playoff season.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be Roughnecks, who are gonna win the championship. PJ Walker MVP for sure. And then we roll into Texans. It's one of the things year round. We're going to be trying to provide good content, something entertaining for each of the major sports. And then not only just sports, but a little bit of life itself, if you want to get into our kind of plans with that, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, I think to pull the curtains back a bit on that, the Houston's so diverse. It's so culturally rich. You can go anywhere in Houston, and it's somewhere you haven't been before. So I think we really want to spotlight that. I think we'll have series. We'll have go into different restaurants throughout the city, go into different bars, go into just not on the sports side, but the culture and the lifestyle of Houston, and really spotlight that. I mean, we're one of the big cities in the world, and we don't get the recognition in sports media or real media. It's not it's not there, but we can be that voice. And so whether it's going on the south side somewhere or out east, or within the loop, the gallery, even up north in the Tomball woodlands, we'll have a blanket that stretches everywhere, and highlights small business, highlights restaurants, highlights everything. And we'll listen to the users. Hey, check this place out. They have the best food. Okay, hey, let's go.
Yeah,
We'll check it out.
I would love that.
So the user itself, everyone that's following us, send us things. Send us, things that you've liked and you want to see spotlight. We'll do
your favorite taco truck. Where is it at? Let us know.
Exactly.
We'll go hit it up.
Exactly. We'll do that. We're here for you guys. So it's we'll dive into a little bit more later, but it's gonna highlight Houston. It'll be our own little section on the site once that gets built out, and everyday things.
Yeah. Well, we just wanted to introduce ourselves. I've been on Twitter for a while, but I've taken selfies, but I don't think I've ever once been on video. I hate being on video myself, which I'm not going to probably be a normal podcast person. We got plenty of talented voices in the community that we can interview for podcasts and who can be on different podcasts. But I just want to introduce myself, and I know Josh wanted to introduce himself and show everybody, the faces behind this thing we've been building for a while.
Yeah. 100%, and we'll have this as a recurrent podcast, a mission control podcast. We'll have others as well that go into other subjects, strictly Astros, strictly Roughnecks. I think this one will just kind of be guys being dudes, just chopping it up.
Dudes being guys, pros being pros.
Exactly. So we'll have people come in and out from the team. I'll try to be here most of the time, but we'll just highlight people and create some creative stuff and put some faces, to some Twitter accounts and get this ball rolling. I'm excited. I'm super excited.
All right. Well, this will release after launch, but we'll see y'all Monday, I guess. We'll see y'all next week.
Hopefully we actually get off the tarmac and get up in the air and get this puppy launched. And Wednesday, hopefully me and you get some sleep for the first time in a couple months.
Hey, I need it.
We'll get this rolling and maybe get 4 hours of sleep. Actually, by the way, it's if anyone's out there, we have an open sponsorship. We can plug you right there.
Yeah, so whatever it is. It's not your OnlyFans account. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, no OnlyFans. That's quarter 3 for Apollo Media.
Yeah, that's a whole other. We'll do a calendar.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, brother. Let's do this. It's great.
All right.
Great talking to you.